Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to go straight into the video today and talk about the steps that I've done to create this makeup look. First thing first, I always like to use a primer. For that I've used my Embroiless primer. This is a beautiful non-silicone based primer that works very well with almost every skin type and tones. So now here I'm creating a perfect base for the eyeshadow to sort of sit onto, and for that I've used my P. Louise base in Rumor 03. This is a perfect base, I find, because it has a little bit of that orange undertone to it, and it hides all sort of discoloration and covers the eyelid pretty well and preps it also for the next step, which is the eyeshadows. For my eyeshadows today, I'm going to be using the eyeshadow palette from Fenty Beauty. It's the Markin Spice, and the color that I'm using first is called Shisha Smoke, which is kind of like a grayish color that matches her outfit really nicely, and it was almost like a perfect match. Usually I don't try to match color to color with your outfit, but because this outfit was kind of like a subtle, I didn't want to use a brown tone or a silver tone or a gray tone. I wanted the transition to be similar to her outfit color. Now the next color that I'm using, it's from the NYX Ultimate Eyeshadow Palette. This is the one that has a lot of the ashy tones. It's actually called the Ash Palette. So it has all the gray tones and everything in here. It doesn't have a specific color that I can name, but there is a very beautiful silvery color from this Ash palette from the NYX Ultimate palette that I've used on her lid. Next thing, I'm just going straight into with the foundation. I've actually matched the foundation close to her skin tone. This is a mix of actually two different foundation. One I believe is a MAC Studio Fix, and the other one was Marc Jacob for a little bit of fuller coverage. Now moving on with my concealer, I'm actually using Too Faced concealer here. And I always like to do the usual rule, which is to highlight the higher points of the face and all of that. Now, the reason why I didn't use a color corrector for my client here is because she doesn't seem to have really extreme hyperpigmentation or extreme under eye dark circles. She does take care of her skin a lot, as you can already tell. Her skin is really good, so I didn't want to put a lot of layers to her skin. So I thought, you know, going with a primer and then moving on to the foundation would be good enough. Now, this is also a party makeup. It's not a bridal makeup, so you can already see the colors that we are using are very soothing and nothing dramatic. So this is pretty much not a party makeup, but this is more like a glam party makeup, kind of like a semi-bridal makeup, which is good for engagements and, like, you know, bridal showers and other sangeet parties and all of that stuff. So moving on with our cream blush. This is the one by Mars. This is the one by NARS, and I actually forgot the name, oh my gosh, but I will list it down below in the description box for you guys to have a look. Now for contouring, I'm using this Espresso. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills contouring stick, and I'm using a flat foundation brush to sort of blend it into her skin. Now the reason why I use a flat foundation brush, because it keeps the product within that same area. A bigger blending brush would probably spread the contouring throughout the face, which might make the face look a little off, or, you know, it will come into your highlighted zones and sort of darken those areas, and which is something I don't want. I want the contouring to stay within the parameters and create a very beautiful shadow-like features. So you can see the contouring is really within that zone and it's not really coming down much. And we will show you how we blend the edges in a bit. So first thing you want to use a kind of like a flat brush, like a blending brush that I've just used to use my foundation, blend the foundation with. I like to use that to sort of blend the edges of the contour. If not, I will do some bit of blending with the powder afterwards. Again, you can see I'm already using that flat brush that I've used to blend the foundation. Now I'm going with the powders. Before you set the under eyes with some powder, you definitely want to blend those lines out, because you don't want to set it with those under eye lines. It's going to look more prominent. You want to blend it out first before going in with a smaller brush and then dabbing the powder underneath her eyes. We may not be doing, I don't consider this way of putting the powder more like a baking style. So this is not like baking. I would more say this is more like setting the foundation down with powder. So I like to always use a translucent powder to sort of set the foundations, because this allows the foundation color to remain the same, and it allows to, you know, like there's otherwise the point of matching the foundation, it doesn't really stay if you use a different color powder. So I always like to set it with the translucent powder so the color of the foundation stays true to her actual tone. And I'm going to be setting pretty much the rest of her face with some powder. And I do like to bake the nose a little bit, because I feel like the nose area, the foundation do move a lot around the nose area. So you definitely want to bake that area as well. And once I'm done applying with powder all over the face, I will dust it off right away. I don't want the powder to sit there for longer than necessary. Now my client here definitely has a very beautiful skin, and that's another thing I always talk about with my brides is, you know, it's not about the makeup. Makeup cannot make your skin look flawless. It can make your skin look, you know, they're like hide all the hyperpigmentation and dark circles, but it can make your skin look like poreless, or, you know, cannot hide all your pimples. So you want to make sure that you keep your skin absolutely perfect, meaning take care of your skin, do your night routine, do your morning routine, go get facials done, and also make sure you drink a lot of water. So skin prepping is very important. Here I'm using an NC42 powder, which is kind of like a mid-tone between her highlight and contour, and I'm using that to sort of blend the edges of the contour. And that's exactly what I meant by saying I'm going to do the rest of the blending using a powder. Setting the entire face with some makeup setting spray to make sure it stays longer, and then I'm going in with some eyeshadow color here to fill in her eyebrows. When I'm doing like semi-bridal looks or like a party makeup look, I tend to stay away from pomades because I want the makeup to look more soft and natural. Sometimes my bridal clients do like this softer eyeshadow, eyebrows look, and that's fine. That's totally dependent on the personal preferences. I do prefer on my brides a little bit more dramatic eyebrows just because it pictures really well, and also when you're using a lot of glitter on your eyelids, you don't want your eyebrows to look more washed out. So that's why I prefer the dramatic version for bridal. Now here I'm just creating a eyeliner effect look without using an eyeliner. I'm using an eyeshadow that is in shade black from Huda Beauty palette, just to create a sort of like smoked, smudged out eyeliner effect. I like to stay very gentle on the eyes. A lot of times I know some artists do love using eyeliner pencil and then smudging it out, but it takes a lot of effort, and also it takes a lot of, like, you will have to use a lot of force on the eyeshadow or on the eyelid, and that's something I like to avoid. Is I don't like to use a lot of force on the eyelid. And here I'm just using the same silvery tone from the Fenty Beauty palette just on the bottom of her eyes. And I'm applying some lashes after I've already applied some mascara on. You want to use a very natural lash close to her lash line, that way it stays and looks very beautiful. And now it's the highlighting time. I'm just highlighting her, you know, like the high points of the face, nose, cupid bow, chin, and the cheeks. Once the highlighting is done, I'm going to move on to the lips. For that, I'm using DM Color Fix Mattes. These are kind of like all-in-one kind of thing. It's good for eyeshadows, it's good as a lipstick, and also you can use it as a blush. So it's kind of like all-in-one thing, right? So it's like 3-in-1 thing kind of situation. So I like to use this on the lips for her because I thought it will suit her outfit and her skin tone really well, and it will look very nice together and all in like this makeup look. So I wanted to go with this color, and I think this turned out so beautiful. I know it is a matte shade and I didn't want to keep her lips matte, so I wanted to use Iconic London's lip oil because I think that will give her a little bit of that comfort and at the same time a little bit of glossy lips, because I think we're back to being in the glossy era where everyone loves to put some gloss on their lips. And it looks so nice because matte lipstick could be a little uncomfortable throughout the day. So this actually is very comfortable. So I'm gonna set everything with some makeup setting spray, and then moving back onto the silver eyeshadow, I'm just brightening up the middle of her lid just to make sure it's, you know, more shiny, more vibrant, and that's pretty much it. That is her entire makeup look. I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know what you guys think of this. There is a short version on my Instagram. You can follow me there as well. My Instagram name is Makeup as Mary, same as YouTube. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share this video, like and comment, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed this real client makeup session, and let me know if you guys want more of these kind of videos. I will definitely be happy to post them for you. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you next time on my next video. Till then, take care.